When Jesus told Peter, "You are the rock, and on this rock I will build my church," he wasn't speaking metaphorically. He was giving Peter a unique role, a foundational one. In the next verse, Jesus continues, "I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth will be loosed in heaven." In Jewish tradition, to give someone the keys was to appoint them as steward or chief over the household. Jesus was appointing Peter as the visible head of his church, giving him real authority to make decisions, to lead, to protect doctrine, and to serve as the earthly shepherd of his people. This was not a temporary role. Jesus was establishing a structure to outlast Peter's lifetime. So the question becomes, what happened after Peter died? Did this authority disappear, or did it continue? Scripture gives us a subtle but important clue. In 2 Timothy 4:21, Paul mentions a man named Linus. "Eubulus sends greetings to you, as do Pudens and Linus and Claudia and all the brothers." This may seem like a passing mention, but Linus is remembered by the early church not just as a believer, but as the first man to take Peter's place as Bishop of Rome, and the early church fathers confirm it. Saint Irenaeus of Lyons, writing around AD 180, says, "After the holy apostles, Peter and Paul, had founded and built up the church in Rome, they handed over the episcopate to Linus." This is significant. Irenaeus wasn't some distant observer. He was taught by Polycarp, who was a direct disciple of John the Apostle. His testimony isn't rumor, it's apostolic memory. Eusebius of Caesarea, writing in the early 4th century, affirms the same. Linus was the first to receive the episcopate of the church at Rome after Peter's martyrdom. These are historical records, clear, credible, and early. They show that Peter's leadership was passed on, not abandoned. Linus didn't replace Peter in spirit only. He inherited the role, the office, and the authority that Christ had given. This is what we call apostolic succession. It's the way the church preserved the truth, passed on Christ's blessing, and maintained unity, not through personal interpretation, but through a living, protected tradition. Jesus didn't build a church that would lose its leader every time someone died. He established a church with an unbroken line of authority, one that could teach with confidence, lead with wisdom, and guard the faith once delivered to the saints. So who succeeded Peter? The clear answer, biblically and historically, is Saint Linus. And if you're searching for the church Jesus founded, ask, who did the apostles leave behind? Because Christ gave his keys to Peter, and Peter made sure the next steward could carry them forward. And that line of succession hasn't been broken since.